We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger. This one complete to Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there. And then he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
He was tackled at the 40.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. 12 yards there and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 35.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
1st and 10.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
By Avery Williamson. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Roethlisberger. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Lions on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kareem Hunt, 76 yards. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He was Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On the stop. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 8-8.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4th down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a 2-time Pro Bowler. Had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year. And he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
16. Colts 8. Albrecht Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off of play action, Darnold. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. Third and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the Browns.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. The open man here, Renfro. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That's another Browns first down.
Ben to throw again. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Colts 8. Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake, and it's Darnold looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Hunter Renfro is the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 38-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he connects with Hurts. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. On 1st down, Darnold. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
6-yard line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up.
4th down and less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
The 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This is brought in at the 21. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They will run again with Coleman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That's a game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st and 10.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Coleman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 40.
Play action. It's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Darnold took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
On the play.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2. Roethlisberger will throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Darius Leonard in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Darnold from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Darnold, he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. One last throw down for Darnold. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitter's getting to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Cleveland, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll